I got nervous about the coronavirus and started looking up what I should know and what I should do to be prepared. Most advice articles say to wash your hands and say that most adults in the USA do not wash their hands correctly, which didn't really help to make me feel better, so please enjoy this slice of my attempt to reduce my own worry. Hey everybody, I'm Virginia Schutte. If you like this video, please share and subscribe because that will help me make more. Oil and water don't mix because water molecules are more attracted to each other than they are to oil. So if you put plain old water on your hands, that means that at the microscopic level, that water's just going to slide off of the food and dirt on your hands because they have oil in them. Germs are also often coated in a layer of fat, and so they stick to the grease and oils on our hands, and the water just runs right off of them too. Soap is an oil-water hybrid. It has a salt in it that's attracted to water and an acid that's attracted to oil. Soap molecules make little hybrid casings that surround the greasy stuff on your hands, and when enough water comes along, these cases and the stuff inside them are washed away. This is why everybody wants you to sing happy birthday twice or whatever you need to do to scrub for 20 seconds. It's not that touching every part of your hand with soap is going to zap all the germs and kill them. It's that the physical action of scrubbing lifts things off of your hands and then washes them away in your rinse water. People have been making more or less the same version of soap for thousands of years. One recent addition to the soap formula is antibacterial chemicals, which penetrate bacterial cells and kill them! Except that they don't. The Food and Drug Administration here in the US banned marketing antibacterial soaps to the public in 2016, and every year or several years since then has been banning batches of antibacterial chemicals from being put into soaps. There's no evidence that antibacterial soaps are any more effective than regular soaps, and there's some concern that antibacterial soap might contribute to drug resistance in bacteria. Two things do not matter when it comes to washing your hands. Water temperature. There is no good scientific evidence that hot water does more for you than cold water because remember, you're not killing the germs, you're just washing them away. Some people even recommend that you wash with cold water because hot water can irritate your skin, and cracks in your skin mean that you'll harbor more germs. Bubbles also don't matter at all. I realized at some point in my adult life that I used bubbles as like a feedback mechanism from the soap. If I have enough bubbles, then I've got enough soap, but nope. Soap bubbles are like inside-out germ casings. The oily part of the soap points outward around a thin water layer. So you could also think of bubbles as failures. Lots of people are buying up hand sanitizer as the coronavirus spreads. Hand sanitizer works differently from soap. It inactivates germs rather than removing them. This is exactly why many health experts recommend washing hands whenever possible and saving hand sanitizer for when you can't get to a sink. Because it kills germs instead of removing them, it only works on germs that are built a certain way. And it just can't compete with hand washing if your hands have dirt or chemicals on them or something else that makes them really dirty.
And now we come to the fine print. If you're using alcohol-based hand sanitizer, it should be at least 60% alcohol or it won't be effective. And everything I've said so far about soap is true, but it's also the minimum. For some microbes, including COVID-19, soap not only detaches the virus from your skin, but it can break apart pieces of its outer layer and disintegrate the virus. But again, this isn't the case for every microbe that meets soap. Some are simply washed away.
Physically removing germs and other things from your hands is best. Hand sanitizer is a great substitute if you can't wash your hands, and you don't need to buy antibacterial soap and maybe shouldn't even be buying it. And remember not to touch your face. Bye! Oh, God. This video is dedicated to everyone I have ever seen in an airport bathroom who gets their hands wet at the sinks but doesn't use soap. Wet hands spread more germs than dry hands. You're making it worse. If this is you, please know that this video is the most polite, please be different kind of message I can think of.